Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie and I've actually got quite a big haul, and it's just going to be like fantasy books. I've kind of been getting these over like a few months, and yeah, I'm excited to show you what I've got. I have actually started reading some of these, or some of these I have finished reading. Like, that's, to be fair, I've just been on a good reading streak. Like, I've been on a good reading run. I've been reading a lot and I've just been getting through a lot of them. I'm just going to start with this whole series, and I have started the what do we start with? Start with Powerless series by Lauren Roberts, and then I've also got, what is this one? Fearless. Get into this Fearless. Like, I'm obsessed with this book. Like, it is the most gorgeous book most gorgeous book in the world. I just love pink. Powerless, Reckless, I really liked. Following Payden, who's an ordinary, so she has no magic whatsoever, and the king does not like anyone there having no magic, and he wants to eradicate them from like the island that they're on, and push them to other places or kill them. And yeah, then she's in like a series of trials as an ordinary amongst elites, and she has to go through a series of trials and different games and try to survive it without having anything, but also she can't get caught that she doesn't have a magic or a skill or whatever it's called, I can't remember. Then we've got Reckless, which is where she's sort of on the run for something that happens at the end of Powerless, and I really like this one. There's like a really good back and forth between Payden and Kai in this one. I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but either way, I really have been enjoying the series. I know a lot of people don't like Fearless, which I'll get to that eventually. I'm like 200 and odd pages in, so I'll start seeing that, but I can get why. However, if you really want to see some yearning, if you love yearning, I would read this, because in Powerless the yearning, and in Reckless the yearning, oh my gosh, it had me. Kai is definitely one of my favorite book boyfriends. Another series that I have purchased, I purchased this a while ago, and it's the Folk of Aire trilogy. I really like this one, but I feel like you just definitely have to focus. This was just like a random pickup. I've not actually heard anything about this series, if I'm honest. But yeah, I saw it in the works and I just thought, why not give it a go. It's very political in this. It's more political with a romance subplot. I think the books just also look gorgeous. Like, I'm a sucker for a good book that will look nice on my bookshelf. Next few books, they're kind of like random ones that I bought, not random, but random in a sense. I got House of Sky and Breath because I'd read the first one in the Crescent City series. I got this as well because I know that I've read the Throne of Glass series, I've read the ACOTAR series. I want to wrap it up and read Crescent City, especially now that we know that Sarah has just dropped for, I was going to say episode 6, book 6 of ACOTAR. I know that we see some features of Nesta, I think we're meant to see in Crescent City, so I'm excited for that. Crescent City is a bit different. I struggled getting into the first book because it was so hard seeing technology included and a bit more of a modern day age alongside with the magic. But it was still good, and I do think you just have to immerse yourself in it and you get used to it and you start to understand everything that's going on. I got the second book and we're going to get into that, and then I'll have to buy the third book. I also picked up Zodiac Academy. I've wanted to read this for a long time. I've seen Sophia Tuxford talk about it, and then I saw a TikTok, I really can't remember the name of the person, but they was just going on about how they just started reading this. So I'm excited to give this a go, and I know there's a lot of books in this series, but I really am excited to read this. I have heard that the writing in this is not good, but apparently the plot is amazing, and for me personally, I don't really care if you're right, as long as it's not too horrific. But I love a messy plot, and I think this is meant to have a messy plot. I don't know anything about it other than the fact that I know it's dark academia, however you say it. So maybe I'll start this in September, like start of the school year, summer holidays are over, just get back into that school vibe that I've not had for 10 years. I'm getting old, y'all. Another one that I've seen Sophia Tuxford speak about, and that's the only person I've actually seen speak about this one, but is Spark of the Everflame, so the Kindred's Curse saga. I've Again, I've started this like barely though. I'm literally on page 39. I don't know how the story is going to go. Like, I don't have an idea. But on the back it does say an epic slow burn romantasy. So I think I'm going to be locked in with her. I have been trying to go into my books like with no idea about them, because I feel like if I have an idea on them then I'm easily disappointed. So I'm trying to avoid that and just go in no thoughts whatsoever. Last book I got is the book of Azrael. I don't know how you say it. But yeah, I got this one and I feel like I've heard different things about this. I think this one is meant to be quite dark, which I'll see how I get along with that, because sometimes I don't like it if it gets too dark and stuff. Like I start to think like, oh, maybe I need to pray over my house. Again, I don't know anything about this. I think this is meant to be like romantasy and stuff though, but other than that I don't really know anything about it. So yeah, excited to see how that goes. But again, mixed reviews. I think this is a bit like Marmite, you either like it or you don't, so we'll see if I like it, or if I don't, I'll keep you updated. So that is my fantasy book haul. That's all the books that I have purchased recently. I think there probably are more, but like I've gave them to people to borrow and stuff like that. But I'll do a wrap up of all the books I've read, because I have definitely been reading a lot more recently, and in that then I can talk about the ones that I've given away. Thank you so much for watching if you got all the way to the end, and yeah, subscribe, and I'm definitely going to be more consistent now because I fell off. Thank you, bye.